Hello and welcome to Flower Juice. My name's John McDonald and today we're going to work with this absolutely funky vase. Now, not that long ago we had a vase that was in a similar style, which I would call a lava vase, and this is kind of the same type of thing. So you got them in lots of different colours, lots of different shapes and designs. And this one, when I first saw it, I thought, it's so ugly, it's good. So we're going to use this and we're going to make an arrangement featuring some fruit and featuring just kind of like an autumn feel. So I did kind of think, how are we going to do this? We could just use the vase as a vase, but I do want to use maybe some floral foam and then we can get maybe more of a stylized look. So I've got half a block of foam that I've just put into one of these dishes that takes the half. Now this was what I used to call an O bowl, and now they've made a slightly bigger version. The other style that we had used to take a third of a block. This one now takes half a block. So it just gives you that little bit more wiggle room for putting in materials. So I've got some of the Oasis Fix, like putty basically, and we're going to put that on the edge just to catch our container. So we want this to be quite secure. So what I've done is I've taped from one side to the other and then from the other side back. So we've created a cross section and then I've just gone round the neck of the container. So we're making use of that lip just to really secure that. So it's secured with a putty, secured with a tape. So now we can look at our materials. So I've got a bit of a mix of things, so I'll just talk you through them as we make our design. So this could be a design for your home, for going on a sideboard, or maybe if you were having a party for a buffet. But I just want it to feel quite kind of organic. And I couldn't resist this. This is actually sweet corn, and it makes an interesting material for cutting. So I'm putting it up, and then I think we can use it here as well. So what we've done is we've created a little bit of height with our sweet corn at the back, but also this drop with our couple of spare leaves. And this is absolutely beautiful. This is some lovely clematis that's gone to seed. So I just thought this had such a nice shape. So we're going to pop that in, and just because we've got a bit there, I think it would be nice to have a little bit coming through the back. So we've got this line going on. We've got a bit of height, we've got a line, but we've also got a little bit of depth. Now some of this has got a little bit of material that's showing a little bit of starting to turn, but that's perfect if we're going for an autumn look. So I just want to use a little bit of foliage. So this is a little bit of viburnum. And we're just going to bring that in the back. And a little bit to the front, and a little bit of leather leaf. And really what I'm doing with this foliage here is just trying to bring in something that's going to help hide the edge of the container. So you can see we're starting to build up the edge here, and I'm also wanting to put a little bit at the back just to hide our dish from the back. And a tiny little bit of French ruscus. This has always got a nice line. So we had that nice line in our leaves. We've got a nice line with the French ruscus as well. And we can start to create more of a three-dimension into our arrangement. we can start to make something that's quite big. And actually you could just use an arrangement like this and have it just foliage. That would look really, really good actually. I would quite like that. Now, the one thing that I've got that I would like to use is this big sunflower. Now, it's quite big and heavy, so I think we want to get it in reasonably early into the arrangement, because the problem with this is it is heavy. So what we really want to do is get it sitting on the edge. And what is probably a good idea is creating a little bit of a flat. Flat profile to the stem as we cut it. And then the good thing with that is that that stops it swiveling. So I know it's not got any petals, but it does look good and it does give us that autumny look. So I've got a little bit of green leucadendron. We've got 3 of them. So we're just going to have them coming up. It would be a shame to cut them short. And I can actually use this one just to help tilt that forward a little bit. So this is also strengthening this line up in our arrangement. Now, I've got a few other little sunflowers, so we're going to add them in now. And the one thing about sunflowers is they like water. So if you are using them in a design, just remember to keep that in mind and remember to keep topping up your arrangement. Right, so we've added other little sunflowers and we've added them in interesting ways. Like this one's really facing in a different direction, which is showing a different aspect of the flower. And now we can add some other little elements. So I've got this angelica or kind of dill, and this is just going to give us a little bit of texture. Some lovely solidago as well. I really like the solidago. It's a nice flower to use. It keeps things nice and light and open. And it's good value as well. So you can see that we're starting to create a lot of 3-dimension into this. So we're bringing some materials forward, keeping some more recessed, but actually still keeping this quite light and open. I've got 1 or 2 grasses as well. So really this arrangement is about texture, light, open, airy. Not feeling too contrived or formal, and just enjoying the seasonal materials as well. So I'm not sure what this one actually is, but again, it's like kind of like an achillea. We can just pop that in. So again, it's just a case of, as you're adding things, just look at the line that's within them. Look at the feeling that they have. I think we'll put a little bit of solidago further back. And that just takes your eye through the arrangement. Now we can have a little look and see. So what I want to do, I want to add a few pieces of fruit. Now, what I've got is I've got some apples, I've got an orange, and the secret with these is that I don't need to worry about them because they're not real, but they're so realistic that actually they're just perfect and perfect for this arrangement. So all I've done is I've skewered them onto canes, and then we can just pop in our fruit. I've even got some grapes as well, and all I've done is with the cane just used a wire just to wire that on. And actually with the grapes we can bring them in so that they help create a little bit of a bridge there with the edge of the container as well. I think maybe our oranges and lemons are maybe a little bit formal or a little bit out of sync. If we're not sure, what we can do is we can just hold things up and have a little look. So you can then see if you want to add something. My only thought with the lemons and the oranges is they're not something that would grow in our hemisphere, so it tends to look a little bit more odd. But adding fruit is a really good way of bringing some colour into an arrangement as well. So I want to go shorter. And of course, fruit and flowers is just perfect for going on a buffet. So we've got quite a nice arrangement. And just to finish off then, I do have one or two roses, so we can just really look and see where we want to best place these just for the best effect. So this is an absolutely beautiful large head. And I think that was quite nice that we can just look into that one. And this one, we'll go here. So remember to step back and have a little look and see what you're doing. But there we go. We've got a simple but seasonal arrangement that's really showcased by this vase that gives it height and adds a bit of presence to it. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you'd like to keep up to date with all our videos, then click here to subscribe, and thank you for watching.